Welcome to OW. I'm Andrew Pagano.
And I'm Lucas Pineiro.
Today we will be discussing the spooky tales of broadcasting with everything from Halloween candy testing to finding out what the best costumes are.
Starting off, we have Anthony Marzziotti to discuss shocking news with the New York Jets.
Breaking news from the New York Jets. They have fired Robert Saleh. This tweet coming from our own Tom Pelissero.
My name is Anthony Marzziotti from the Westlake Sports Desk, and today I'll be interviewing Jets fans about the recent firing of four-year head coach Robert Saleh. As a Jets fan, we are used to losing, but this year is actually disappointing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with
James Mealy.
James. How do you feel about the Jets starting 2-5?
I think it's just unfortunate. I thought with Aaron Rodgers being back, he was gonna, make a difference, but it just hasn't.
Yeah, I feel the same. So, how do you feel about the Jets firing Robert Saleh after 4 long seasons?
He hasn't had much success the last 4 years, so I think it was just bound to happen. It's honestly essential for the franchise to become better.
I agree. Who do you think should be the next New York Jets head coach?
Either Bill Belichick or Nick Saban.
Those would be 2 fantastic coaches. Thank you, James. I'm here with
Cole Barnett.
Cole. How do you feel about the Jets firing head coach Robert Saleh?
I feel like it was going to happen at some point. I mean, he's been there for a couple of years. They never found really any established success, so I feel like it was just a matter of time.
I agree with that. Now, how do you feel about the Jets starting 2-5 and about their offensive success?
On the offensive side, I feel like they just haven't been able to execute, and especially with the trade for Devontae. I mean, they were trying to find him early, but they just couldn't execute later in the game, and that's why, the score ended up being what it was.
How do you feel about the defensive performance from the Jets the past 2 weeks?
Besides last night where the Steelers kind of just pulled away, I feel like they haven't been playing terrible. I feel like under Saleh they were better, but, we'll see with time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Overall, the 2 Jets fans and myself agreed on the firing of head coach Robert Saleh. But at the end of the day, the Jets have no clear plan, and the future is still up in the air. Thank you for listening. Back to the anchor desk.
Continuing in sports, we're moving on to Reid Stemkowsski and the New York Rangers.
Hello, this is Reid Stemkowsski here with the W at Westlake High School. Today, I'm going over the Rangers, their stats, players, and interviewing people on how they feel about the Rangers this season. Here with the W. What is your name?
My name is Saba.
I'm interviewing Saba about the Rangers. Who is your favorite player?
Pineiro, I would say, is my favorite player.
Okay. And how do you think the Rangers are going to do this season?
Personally, I think they're going to go to the playoffs. Hopefully, they'll go to the playoffs.
I don't really get why it takes so long to load things.
This is Reid. Who am I here with?
Cole Barnett.
Cole, who is your favorite player on the Rangers?
I'm going to say Vinny Trocheck.
Okay. And how many games are you going to this year?
Probably get to 1 or 2.
Okay, that's a good amount. This is Reid with W. Thank you for watching.
Good stuff, Reid. Next, we have a segment on Tech Crew with Paul Tothill.
Every month, the Tech Crew runs a senior help day to help the seniors with their technology problems. We will see now how the students run Senior Help Day to benefit seniors and the students.
Why do you join Tech Crew?
I joined Tech Crew because I like to work with technology, specifically computer hardware.
Why did you become Vice President of Tech Crew?
Because I want to expand the scope of technology in our school.
How do you help with Senior Help Day?
I make sure that the seniors get the help that they need in terms of answering the questions that they bring to Senior Help Day.
So personally, I assist a senior if they need any technological assistance, like if they forget their password on the app.
What have you learned by helping out seniors in Senior Help Day?
I've learned that you have to be patient with seniors because the technology is a lot newer for them, in terms of when they were born, it was just very basic stuff. A lot of analog things as opposed to now where everything's very digital.
Do you think there should be any improvements in Senior Help Day?
Right now, I think it's perfect.
Mr. Tully is the teacher that helps us run Tech Crew and the Senior Help Day. We will now talk to him and see how he thinks about Senior Help Day.
What do you do on Senior Help Day?
On Senior Help Day, we have a bunch of senior citizens from around the community that come in to get help with any sort of technology that they have, like computers, laptops, cell phones, things like that.
How do you get seniors to hear about this event?
We post them in the Mount Pleasant Recreation Center and the senior living homes as well.
What do you think the students benefit from the Senior Help Day?
The students benefit both from a technology aspect of learning about technology and troubleshooting technology, but also talking with adults to get better personal skills.
The seniors and the students both benefit from Senior Help Day, showing how to use technology and how to communicate with people with different age groups.
I love senior citizens. Now we go to Joseph and Bettina with pizza.
Happy Halloween, everyone. This is Joseph and Bettina from the local pumpkin patch. Mount Pleasant is known for their sports, school spirit, and also their pizza. There are several places of pizza around town. I went through at Westlake High School to ask students what their favorite pizza place in town was. I'm here with
Cole Barnett.
I'm here to ask you, what's your favorite pizza place in town?
Dino's Pizzeria.
Where's your order from that spot?
I would either go with 2 grandma slices or 1 grandma and a vodka slice.
What separates that pizza place from every other place in town?
Really the service, you know, you got two brothers, great guys, you know, just good dudes. Good
All right.
dudes.
Thank you for your response. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
I'm here with
Leah.
What's your favorite pizza place in town to get food from?
Dino's Pizzeria.
What's your order from that spot?
Just a classic plain slice.
Why is that place separated from every other place in town?
Just really, really authentic pizza and just a great community of people that work there.
Alright, thank you for your response. I'm here with
Ava Ariana.
What's your favorite pizza place in town to get food from?
Dino's.
What's your order from that place?
Buffalo chicken slice.
And what separates that place from every other place in town?
They have great service.
I'm here with
Joe Core.
So what's your favorite pizza place in town to get food from?
Probably Italian.
What is your order from that spot?
Just regular cheese pizza and a drink.
And what separates that place from every other place in town?
I don't know, it's just better pizza.
Alright, I like that response. Have a good one.
You too.
I'm here with
John Carl and Tom.
What's your favorite spot in town to get food from?
Probably Italian.
What's your order from that spot?
I mean, I like the margarita slice. You know, you can't go wrong with a buffalo slice. So, you know.
And what separates that place from everywhere else?
It's authentic pizza. You know, you can thin, crispy, and you know, that's it.
Is that place real Italian?
Pretty Italian. What about you, Joe?
My favorite spot is probably Dino's, but you know, that's the casual answer. But I like your response.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood special.
Alright, thank you for your response.
Thank you.
I'm here with
Luciana Shkreli.
So what's your favorite pizza place in town to get food from?
Dino's.
What's your order from that spot?
I usually get a white slice or a chicken parm slice.
And what separates that place from everywhere else in town?
The service is really good and I like to go there with all my friends.
Alright, thank you for your response.
You're welcome.
I'm here with
Charlie Hannon.
I'm here to ask you what your favorite pizza place in town is.
Italian brick oven.
What's your order from that place?
2 plain slices.
And what separates that place from every other place in town?
My friends work there, so I get a discount.
It's pretty cool. Thank you for this interview. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Welcome back to the W. After taking a quick survey of the Westlake students, the results have concluded that in a close competition, out of the 7 students, there was a 4-3 win with Dino's taking it home as the best pizza spot in town.
Man, pizza sure is yummy.
You know, Lucas, there's a lot going on in the theater department.
You're right, Andrew. Next up, we have Patric Weemels with Word on the Stage.
Welcome to Word on the Stage, with me, Patric Weemaels. This year's production, You Can't Take It With You, hits the Westlake stage November 22nd through the 24th. Today, we're diving deep into how it's all going. We'll be speaking with the cast and directors about this upcoming play. Let's go to the cast right now to see how things are going behind the scenes. How do you feel about this year's show?
I feel that this year's show is very good. It features all the seniors very nicely. I feel like it's a fun show and the cast is very good and we're all going to have fun.
How do you feel about this year's cast?
I feel actually pretty good about it. I feel like all of the places were well-deserved and like it really went down from like senior, junior, sophomore, and freshman. I think both of them got, like all of them got a good placement and I think the show will be very good from the casting.
So what's it like rehearsing with the Williams?
Oh, it's tons of fun. You know, they always find a way to make each rehearsal fun and engaging, even when we're just doing something kind of boring, like blocking.
What's some advice you could say to people who might be interested in theater?
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You know, it's scary getting up on stage, but I don't know, just shake it out and get up there, do your thing. Nobody's gonna judge you. It's a safe space, so just go up there and be yourself.
And now we head over to the directors, Tony and Mike Williams. How long have you two been working together?
This is our eighth year.
Yep.
At Westlake, at least as the directors. We started with the middle school plays, the middle school musicals, and then probably this is our fourth drama at the high school. So all in all, 8 years and 2 shows a year for the last 4.
Yeah.
What both got you into theater and directing?
Westlake High School, middle school.
Yeah, we met doing theater here at Westlake in high school.
We're both graduates.
We're both graduates. We both went into the entertainment industry after that, and then we came back to New York and decided to both be in education, but still loved doing theater, loved being a part of theater. So when the opportunity came to work together at Westlake, we jumped on it.
Yeah, it's nice to give back into a program that, you know, really helped us figure out what we wanted to do all those years ago, which we did for quite a long time until we had kids of our own who went through the district and did some theater themselves.
It was very full circle for us to be back here at Westlake doing theater on this side of the stage.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the play.
You Can't Take It With You is an older comedy, drama as we call it at Westlake, because you have the drama and the high school musical. It's a play that was written probably in the 1930s, and it's sort of timeless in its messaging, which I won't give too much about, but it's really...
about this like zany family who doesn't really take themselves too seriously, who really just enjoy life and make the most of every moment, regardless of what the outside world is telling them or giving them.
And it comes across a family who maybe looks at things a little bit differently than the zany family does.
Taking on a play with 19 cast members is tough to handle. How do you guys manage it?
Well, considering we just left auditions for a middle school musical where 97 kids are auditioning and we don't cut.
Yeah, 19 seems pretty good.
We actually try to do, the dramas are never that large in cast size. Last year I think we had 13, the year before maybe similar, and you know, we want to continue to give students an opportunity to be a part of this, what we call educational theater, and 19 was the biggest one we could find this year, and still was a comedy because I think the students really wanted to do something funny this year.
I think we're happy to work with as many high schoolers as possible. We love working with the high school students. It's definitely a different vibe than the middle school. And at this stage, we're working with like 19 students who love to do this, love to be a part of it. So it's actually really easy to manage because I think we all really want to be here and we're all really excited to do it.
High schoolers can manage themselves a little bit
Yeah, a
better.
little bit better.
It's age appropriately managing themselves. Yeah.
And finally, what can you say to people who might be interested in theater?
Do it. Try it, for sure. If you have any idea at all, I think that you maybe like a piece of it or a part of it, I would definitely give it a shot. I think it's a good place for a lot of people to find where they belong. So I would say if you even a little bit think like, oh, you know, maybe I would like to be part of something, I would say do it.
And it doesn't have to be on stage. We could certainly use help backstage with lighting, sound, sets, costumes, props, whether it's acting or following along with the script as a script supervisor, anything you can think of that the theater might need help in. It's not just in front of...
Lots of different areas of creativity.
And I know it can be daunting to think about, oh, I never did this, so what am I going to now all of a sudden start as a junior in high school? The answer is yes.
It's a very welcoming community of people.
It is very welcoming. And there are a lot of people who don't find that they're interested in acting or theater until after high school, and they... Generally, those people always say, I wanted to do it in high school, but I was a little too intimidated by it. There's no reason to be intimidated by theater.
Yeah, we've come across that quite a bit with adults. So, yeah, I would say no regrets. Go for it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
Pleasure to be here.
Yep.
And now, I will discuss with just Mike Williams about the 25th anniversary of Blair Witch Project, and also his new upcoming film, Ghost Game.
Hey, movies is my thing.
Why don't we just do it together?
This year marks the 25th anniversary for the Blair Witch Project. How did you celebrate the milestone?
We've done a lot of screenings. Actually, we did a screening at a benefit called O Positive up in Kingston. We did a 25th anniversary screening with one of the directors and one of the cast members and myself, and we raised a bunch of money for Artists Without Healthcare, which was really an important cause for all of us. So we celebrated and got to watch the film together, which we probably haven't done in 25 years, and then did a Q&A afterwards, and that was fun. And then next weekend, I'm going to Maryland where we shot it, and we're also doing another screening of the Blair Witch Project along with a new small film that I did called Ghost Game. So we've done some screenings, and we've done some I did a festival in April in Kansas City. So there's been screenings popping up around the country, and when I can go and be with other cast members or crew members, I've done a bunch of that.
We call it Ghost Game. How has this film's legacy impacted you?
I would say it's been a positive impact for sure. I mean, the fact that they're bringing us to conventions and doing screenings 25 years later is amazing. I never thought I'd be a part of something that would continue to be talked about, and it's continually talked about and referenced in pop culture, and it's just something that has always kind of been with me, and I'm proud of the work because it was just a nitty-gritty, down and dirty independent film that we shot on a super low budget, but got to work with some amazing actors and people that were super creative in creating what they now call, we sort of started a new genre called found footage, which we unintentionally did. So it's been a very big impact and generally positive.
Do you consider this your greatest work or achievement?
No, I actually consider doing theater at Westlake, coming full circle, a great achievement that I take pride in both, but there's something extraordinary about being able to help kids and work with students and watching them grow and develop, and not just as actors but as humans, is definitely more rewarding. Although it's amazing to be a part of the Blair Witch Project, I would think there are other things in my life that are bigger accomplishments. My family, my career, things like this are certainly, when I say like this, I mean the theater program here at Westlake, are just equally as big, if not bigger.
Have you seen the sequel?
There have been 2 follow-up films. I've seen both. I enjoyed the 2016 one, which was the most recent one. It was just kind of our film on steroids, I would say, for a new generation. So I kind of dug that one.
We heard you have a new film coming soon. If you would like to talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Actually, as of today, you could rent it video on demand, Prime, Apple. It's called Ghost Game. Tiny little independent horror film. But independent horror films have done well for me, and it was nice to work with another young director and a young cast and play a part of a guy who kind of loses his mind a little bit because there's something happening in the house around him. So it's a fun film, and hopefully you can check it out.
And is there anything you'd like to promote, your social media or your business or anything here at Westlake?
We want to talk about You Can't Take It With You, which is coming the weekend before Thanksgiving, and the dramas here at Westlake are second to none. We have the best talent probably in the county, state, and I'd argue beyond. We won some ESAGs last year for the actors, 2 of which I'm standing here doing an interview with, for the production, and that's been just incredible because it's not about us, it's about you guys and the people that are doing theater here, and it's just a really committed community, and I'm grateful for the town of Mount Pleasant, the Mount Pleasant School Board, and Mr. Shanker and Dr. Giarizzo and everybody who supports theater here. It's incredible how much support our district gives theater. So please come out and see it. It's like our kids' sectional playoff game. It's it's a big deal. It's like making it to the States. And one thing I would say is not a lot of people come see the dramas because it's not the big musical, but you'd be blown away every year by how good the dramas are here.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Either acting in a play or directing it, it takes a lot of encouragement and strength to pull through. That's why I hope on November 22nd through the 24th, you can come see You Can't Take It With You on Westlake Stage. And also, don't forget to stream Ghost Game, available on Apple TV, Prime Video, and on demand. Now, let's head over to Henry Sliss for Movies of the Month.
Hello, this is Henry Sliss with the W, and welcome to another episode of Movies of the Month. October has many big movies coming out, far more than last month. We'll start off with Joker Folie à Deux, the sequel to the critically acclaimed Joker film. This time, Joaquin Phoenix is joined by legendary recording artist Lady Gaga as the Harley to his Joker. In a twist truly no one expected, this is a musical film. This film has been getting lambasted online. Almost no one is enjoying it. Personally, I'm waiting for it to come out on Max. Another comic book sequel comes out at the end of this month. Venom: The Last Dance is the third and final installment in Sony's Venom trilogy. The hype online for this movie is real, especially now that the powerful Marvel villain Newell is involved. If you are not a Marvel fan, you can go ahead and skip this one for now, but definitely consider giving the Venom movies a shot. Saturday Night is a retelling of the events that transpired back in 1975, the night the first episode of Saturday Night Live premiered. This dramatization has a cast that looks so eerily similar to the people they're portraying that it's almost too perfect. This movie looks very promising, and if you're like me and want to do a bit of preparation, Peacock is streaming the first ever episode of SNL for free right now, so be sure to check it out before seeing the film. I loved it. The story and the actors, it's simply fantastic and reminded me a lot of how it feels to direct the sketch comedy show. 9 out of 10. Now, let's get into what October moviegoers are really looking for: horror films. Smile 2, the highly anticipated sequel to 2022's critically acclaimed horror film, is a fresh new take on everything in the world of Smile that captured audiences with the first film. It follows Naomi Scott's character running from the Smile entity as it forces her closer and closer to the brink of insanity. Terrifier 3 is the long-awaited third installment in the Terrifier series. This film seems to have an almost Nightmare Before Christmas thing going, since it's a Christmas movie that should really be watched around Halloween. This genuinely looks like the goriest movie ever, and that is why I will be staying far away from this film. In fact, I think I can only show about a fifth of the trailer footage. It's that crazy. Mr. Crockett is a Hulu exclusive film coming this month, based on an episode of Bite-Sized Halloween. It features a terrifying Mr. Rogers-type character crawling through the TV to steal children away from their homes. In this movie, there are several scenes featuring puppets. This pink bird here is played by professional puppeteer and puppet builder John Cody, who we are joined by now.
This is Henry Sliss with the W, and I am here with John Cody, puppeteer. Before we get started with the questions, would you like to give us a bit of background in your work in puppetry and with film?
Been a professional, I suppose, for over a decade now, working for various companies like the Jim Henson Company and Nickelodeon, Disney.
What was your favorite part about working on this film in particular?
Working on Mr. Crockett was really unlike anything I had done up to that point. Because I'm a puppeteer, it's usually the stuff I'm working on is for children, and usually really little children. So there's a lot of guardrails in terms of what you can and can't do, can or cannot say, which it's good. Kids need guardrails, but to work on like an R-rated movie was really freeing, and it's just like super fun just to be on set and feel like we could kind of do whatever we want, and and we were encouraged to be scary and intense, which is often like the exact opposite of what you want from a children's show. So yeah, it was just like super unique. We shot it a year and a half ago. I still haven't worked on anything else, I think, quite like this in terms of just super adult R-rated stuff.
So I actually didn't get a chance to watch the movie yet. I'll be doing that this weekend, absolutely. Have you seen the movie, and how do you feel about the final product and how it turned out?
Yeah, so we actually watched the movie the day it came out. I was on tour. I toured with the Avett Brothers, and it's me and 8 other puppeteers. And so on the tour bus, we put on the movie, turned off all the lights, watched it, and everyone had a really great time with it. It's super fun. I mean, it starts right away. The first scene, there's a puppet within, I think, the first minute or two. So it was just like, hey, I get to see my work on screen. And there's a couple of parts in the movie that were fun for me because I wasn't on set certain days. I was only on set when the puppets are being used, obviously. It was super fun, and I think it's a super fun horror movie. It's not too scary. I think it serves the audience it was setting out to please. It's the right amount of like cartoonish and horrific and gory and silly and retro. I think it's a lot of fun, and I know that they want to make more of them, but I really hope we get to make more of them. But I'm really happy with just how this movie turned out.
Without getting into spoilers or
Mm-hmm.
anything, was there a favorite scene that you worked on, or a favorite puppet that you had that we haven't talked about yet?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. So I play a few different puppets, but primarily I do Squawky Bird. And Squawky Bird actually has two versions of the puppet, and I'll leave it at that because that's maybe a spoiler. We had a lot of fun. Like the first day or two, we needed to film material that would be in the montage of the Mr. Crockett's World theme song. My character does not speak words; it only speaks in bird squawking.
Okay.
So I had to do this whole scene, this whole improvised scene where I can't verbally respond, but we like totally connected, me and Elvis, who played Mr. Crockett. I know there's bits of that scene in the movie. I would love to see like the full take, because, you know, we had a whole scene where Mr. Crockett was like teaching Squawky Bird the hustle. And also it was fun because we had kids on set who were really excited to see the puppet.
Okay.
And, you know, we did a whole like hide and seek game. We did a number of games. There was one day, I forget which kid exactly it was. It was just in between takes. We weren't even filming anything. And this kid comes up to, I'm in a window as Squawky Bird, so my human body is hidden. And so he's just seeing the bird. This kid is just seeing this bird and starts just having a whole conversation with Squawky. And again, I cannot speak English. I'm just doing and we just end up having this whole conversation, and I'm just trying to, you know, gesture and stuff to get my ideas across. But, you know, I was just trying to entertain this kid between setups, and then I realized, you know, when we were almost done talking, I was like, oh, they started filming on this, because they noticed that we were just like having this like really for real moment in life. And I'm not sure if any of it ended up in the movie, but it was just a really fun experience. In the first scene of the movie, I don't play Squawky Bird. I play a different character.
Okay.
I play a piece of furniture that comes alive. It was a fun scene, and it's this great way to start off the movie, but we did shoot it in July in a very small house with no air conditioning. It was 90-something degrees out.
Oh my goodness.
And I was on the floor to operate this piece of furniture. I'm on the floor. And we also like filmed until like 1 a.m. that day.
Oh my god.
It was crazy, but it was good. And this was my first movie as a puppeteer, as a performer. To be on set of this movie and to be more directly involved in the making of it was a huge treat for me. I'm a huge movie fan, and yeah, it was really, really fun.
And last thing, is there anything you want to promote? Any upcoming projects, or just social media or business or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, you can follow me on all social media platforms at John Cody Stuff. That's JohnCodyStuff. And watch Mr. Crockett on Hulu. It's short and sweet. It's only 80 minutes, so it moves, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, John, and let's get back to the movie roundup.
Amazing stuff. I watched it the other night. It's definitely an acquired taste, but if you're anything like me, you will love this movie. Elvis Nolasco certainly has big things in his future and shows tremendous acting chops in this film. Within the opening minutes, this movie cemented itself as one of my favorite horror movies I've ever seen. It's like it was made for me. If you've got Hulu, check Mr. Crockett out and let me know what you think. Pharrell Williams, known for songs such as Happy and Double Life from the Despicable Me films, is coming out with a biopic and animated entirely in Lego. Piece by Piece is all about Pharrell's life, his rises and falls, and everyone who helped him along the way. A creative and fun way to tell the story of his rise to fame. The Apprentice is a biopic about the very controversial former president Donald Trump. The movie seems not to be a puff piece or a hit piece, trying to tell the story in a politically neutral way while still portraying the characters' egos to a T. Conclave is a film about selecting a new pope in the Vatican. Along the way, Cardinal Lawrence uncovers the secrets of the past and various religious leaders' corruption that makes him rethink his entire worldview and puts the future of the church in his hands. And finally, as discussed previously, out now is Michael C. Williams' latest film, Ghost Game. It is a classic haunted house story with some twists and turns that are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. And those are your movies of the month for October. which ones will you be seeing? Thanks again for John Cody coming on the show, and I will see you next month.
Wow, a crossover episode. How cool. You know, I've always wondered what they do with those costumes.
Lucky for you, we have Gabriel McCabe talking about the costume closet.
The costume and prop closet has been a mess for years, and this has led to many problems for actors and directors alike. But at the start of this year, the costume and prop closet has been getting a makeover. What led to this? And how was it done? In order to find out, we talked to the student in charge of starting the entire project, the supervisor, and the director of the musicals in order to get their opinions and tales based on the facts. So why are you reorganizing the costume closet?
So over past years, those closet costumes and prop costumes have been thrown with stuff all scattered. You can't find anything. So the need to redesign it is essential to keep the flow of future plays and dramas going. So that was why I needed to redesign this room.
What have you done so far to organize the costumes?
So what we actually did was we actually took this room, for example. We took out all the costumes. And what we did was we sort them into colors and by type. So, for example, you have red dresses over here for men. You have black pants for men. You have white blouses for women. And what we did was we put those on racks, and we moved it into the new rooms, which are organized, and we just simply put them up so nice and organized, nice and neat along the sides.
So, how do you think it's going so far?
I think it's going great. We've continued to show up to days where we are making progress. For example, these past 3 days, we've been making good progress by cleaning out this room and sorting all the costumes and putting them in.
So what are some challenges that you faced while doing this?
So one of the major challenges was actually trying to start the project and get the idea out. So we had to go through the principal and some other janitors, and just to make sure that, if we're drilling into this certain area to hold up a closet rod, or the electrical stuff behind it, so just getting those codes and approvals to go ahead with the project. That was some challenges. Some other challenges are simply getting enough people to actually help, because there's a lot of costumes and different items. So just getting enough people to help really speeds up the process.
So did Paul first come to you with the idea of redoing and reorganizing the costume closet?
Well, actually, your mum and I were in here tearing our hair out because it was a disgusting mess. And he saw us and came up with a solution. So we were quite happy to encourage him to go along with the process, and the results are excellent.
So how do you think it's going so far?
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed both with the way it's been organised. I really didn't think there'd be enough hanging space, but there is plenty of hanging space. And I'm also really impressed that he's organised so many kids to come and help. It's gone a lot faster than I thought it would.
So do you think this will help with managing and organizing the costume closet within the future?
It will definitely help. We had a situation before where we used to have to sometimes rebuy pieces because we couldn't find them, or pieces got destroyed because they weren't hung correctly, and now we're going to avoid all of that.
How good of a job do you think Paul has done running the entire project?
It's gone really well. Honestly, to have this many kids here helping tonight, and to have everyone knowing what they were doing and heading in the right direction and everything else, it really takes a lot of organisation. So definitely job well done.
How do you feel about the reorganization of the costume closet?
I feel really good about the reorganization. It was a long time coming, and we definitely needed some more organization in there, some more bins, more labels. So I'm really excited that this job is getting done.
What was it like working with the old costume closet?
The old costume closet was definitely a struggle. You couldn't really walk. You couldn't do much except, look from the doorway. So I'm really happy that we'll have more access to costumes that we need.
How do you think Paul is doing running the project?
Paul's doing an awesome job. He built some of the shelves that you see behind us, and he's really taken the initiative to get things done, and we're really grateful that he's made this his project. It's been really helpful.
How do you think reorganizing will help the shows in the future?
It will definitely help us figure out what we have and what we need. Costuming is definitely a big job. Sometimes there's a cast of 50 people, and they each need 5 costumes. So it's definitely very helpful in finding what we need and not spending more money on things that we may have already had, but we just would have to get then. But I'm really happy that this is getting done. Could not be more grateful for Paul, for all the moms who are helping, for Ms. Varga, our costumer, and thanks to you guys for reporting on it.
In conclusion, lots of work has gone into making these costumes far more organized by several different people. So I'd start thinking about that next time you go to see a show on the Westlake stage. This is Gabriel McCabe with the W, signing off.
Speaking of costumes, who were you for Halloween? I was Mermaid Man. Lucas, what about you?
I was a cowboy. Yeehaw!
For more coverage on Halloween, we go to Brayden Lingeza.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brayden Lingeza reporting from the W. And as Halloween approaches us, everybody's trying to get in the spooky spirit. Today, we will be interviewing fellow Westlake students to see what their favorite Halloween movie is and why. Personally, my favorite movie is the original Halloween movie because it is a classic and I like scary movies. Let's go see what other people think. Today I'm here with
Cole Burnett.
Cole. To get you in the Halloween spirit, what is your favorite Halloween movie?
I'll probably say Haunted House. You know, the animated movie.
And why is that?
You know, they got that, like, that house is, like, kind of scary, and, like, there's that one kid who's, like, kind of funny in it.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Today I'm here with
Tyler McDonough.
Tyler. What is your favorite Halloween movie to get you in the Halloween spirit?
Scream.
And why is Scream your favorite?
Because it's a classic and it's pretty scary.
Thank you. Today I'm here with
Luca Piazza.
Luca, what is your favorite Halloween movie to get you in the Halloween spirit?
I'd have to say Hocus Pocus.
Why is that your favorite movie?
Because it's a great movie and it really just gets me in the spooky season.
Today I'm here with
Harry Hunt.
Harry, what is your favorite Halloween movie to get you in the Halloween spirit?
Hocus Pocus.
And why is that your favorite movie?
Because it's spooky and I like the witches.
This concludes this week's Halloween special. As you can see, people get in the Halloween spirit in different ways and watch many different movies. This has been Brayden Lingeza. We hope you have a safe and happy Halloween. Back to you at the anchor desk.
Wow. I love Halloween movies. You wanna know what I love more than Halloween movies? Candy.
On to Megan Alexander reviewing Halloween candy with some cameos.
Alright guys, today we're going to be ranking candies with Ms. A and our principal.
Ms. Shannon. Didn't know how to choose myself.
Alright, so first the candy we're going to be ranking is Whoppers. Have you guys ever had Whoppers before?
Oh yeah.
No. I'm scared. Mr. Shaker does not like Whoppers. I've never had them before. I never had them. I'm actually terrified.
You're gonna want to spit it out and eat it. Definitely last. This is horrible.
Mr. Shaker rates the Whopper 6 on his ranking 1 through 6. I still can't open mine.
They are dried milk. Malted milk.
Alright, so that does not sound good. Okay, time to try it. I hate that. I hate that.
I told you it was gonna be in your mouth now forever.
Out of 6, I'm rating it a 5. 5 is the worst? No, 6 is. Oh.
6 is definitely good.
So, Luke, you trying the Milk Dud now? Have you guys ever had Milk Duds?
Yes.
Never had.
Yes.
Mr. Shanker has. What do you think about Milk Duds?
Pretty decent candy. I don't know how it's gonna shape up against the others, but it's pretty decent candy.
Time to try it.
I don't approve. That will be a 5 on my list.
There are some days where you really want a milk dud.
Is this one of the days?
It might do better than the Twix in my mind.
So 4, Milk Dud. I really don't like it, honestly, but it's fine, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna put milk dud also at a 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's horrible. I don't like that. Alright. I never had a Twix. I never had Twix either.
Where did you grow up that you didn't have a Twix? I can understand Whoppers and maybe even milk duds, but
I knew I wouldn't like the Twix that I seen on the commercial. I would look and I was just like, I would just never try it.
Alright, so in the Twix, it's just like it's like a cookie, I think. Caramel.
little cookie.
Ooh, Mr. Shanker's liking it.
And Twix is not bad. I don't know if I'm in a Twix mood today or a milk dud day.
Oh, crunchy. And caramel. It's not bad. 4
For me.
I'm gonna put this at 5.
I'm putting this at a 2 out of the candies that we have. 2, 4, for sure. We have Reese's. I'm not a fan of peanut butter at all. I'm disgusted. That's why I saved number 6. Oh God. My fave.
Reese's peanut butter cups are kind of up there with the top.
For sure. See, mine is depending on the day. Sometimes Snickers could be one, sometimes Reese's could be one.
Candy rankings.
Oh no. I'm very sorry. Really? I'm so shocked.
So the Reese's I'm gonna put it at maybe a number 2 right now, but it might move to 1.
Mine is a 2 as well. Now we're moving on to Snickers. What do you like about
Again,
Snickers?
Snickers all depends on the day.
Snickers have an even taste between the peanuts, the caramel. Peanuts again?
Yes.
There's peanuts in there.
There's peanuts in there.
And caramel, right? But it's only even taste though. I don't think you specifically taste something in there. Yeah,
No,
I'm not a peanut fan.
It is a good mixture of flavors at once.
Alright, Snickers time. It's not bad.
Pretty good. You gotta actually chew the whole thing.
Okay, chew it.
I'm trying to find the peanuts.
I'm trying to stay away from peanuts. I taste them. I don't like it. Really? Oh my God, I'm so shocked.
So,
I'm sorry again.
Snickers, I'm gonna put it at a 3 for today. Because I know I'm feeling more like a Kit Kat. So.
Snickers is a 1 for me today. 1? Wow. For me, Snickers going at a 3 because I messed up my rankings and I was unprepared. And you have to save the best for last, people.
You know, we didn't see whether or not we have a right Twix or a left Twix. So.
Oh, what is that? I had right. What does that mean?
You had a right Twix?
Yeah, I had
left
right.
Twix.
What is what?
It makes a difference in terms of how they taste.
Yep. Really? I never knew that. Okay, comment down below. Are you a right Twix person or a left Twix person? And you have to save the best for last, people. Obviously, everybody thinks that Kit Kat is best for last. I love Kit Kat. It's gotta be Kit Kats. Wow. Alright, I still didn't open my Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
I'm very excited to eat my Kit Kat.
Kit Kat kind of fell exactly in the order that I thought it would. It's the number 1 today for me.
3 for me for sure. Number 1, classic, trustable, reliable Kit Kat. Sometimes the Kit Kat can be too chocolatey to me. Have you ever seen the videos of Kourtney Kardashian eating a Kit Kat? No. She rips off the pieces.
First, you break off the piece, like one piece, and then you eat the chocolate off the end and the other end. Then you pull the top layer off and eat that.
Are we ready to present our final scores?
I have mine not by name, but by picture.
Tell us about this.
Whoppers come in at last, as we figured. Milk Duds, because it's not a Milk Dud day, but I usually do like Milk Duds, but it's number 4. Twix, gotta put it at the 5, because I got a left one, not a right one. 2 for Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Snickers, 3, and the all-famous Kit Kat at number 1.
Wonderful. Ate, what about you?
So Whoppers is definitely number 6. My first time will be the last time. I'll never taste it again. 5, I can't stand Milk Duds. I don't like the caramel. It's too, I don't know, it gets stuck in your teeth.
Sticky.
Yeah, sticky. That's the word. Twix, a 4. I don't like none of these right here. Reese's is number 2. It's one of my fave, depending on Snicker and Reese's day, how I'm feeling, craving. Snickers is number 1 today, and 3 is Tic Tacs. I mean, Tic Tacs. Kit Kat, I'm sorry.
Kit Kat is number 1. Twix is definitely number 2. Snickers, unfortunately, is number 3. I did not know there was peanuts in Snickers. I assumed it was just caramel and chocolate. Milk Dud is 4. Whopper is 5, and Reese's is 6. I do not like peanut butter at all.
Such a shocking 6 for you.
I wish it was like
shocking.
negative. I can't even put it lower than 6. If I could, I would. It wouldn't be on the list.
Eat a Whopper than Reese's.
Oh, 100%. Wow. I hate Whoppers. I hate honestly everything but the Kit Kat on this list. Like if I could just cross out, just. That's a more accurate list for me.
Alright.
So the real test is that you haven't added any gummy candies.
Would you guys like to see us eat some gummy candies next time?
Yes.
To finish off, here's a preview of some of the 60-second horror films. I'm Andrew Pagano.
And I'm Lucas Pineiro, with this month's edition of the W. Signing off.
Thanks for watching.